Yeah, I am enjoying this sun. Yeah, I love the sun. I love the sun. And the sun loves me. Ah. Yeah, I keep my crystal. You know, you can charge your crystal up in the sun. See? That's the tree of life. So as you can see, I do wear my crystals. I do wear my chakra beads. I have a bracelet. I make them. Like I say. So check me out on the gram. Have to pin my Instagram on here. I keep saying that, but I've been moving around. Been pretty busy or whatever. But I done made it down. I ain't gonna stay too long though, because it's chilly out here. It is chilly. And I don't like being cold. That's one thing about me. I don't like wind. I don't like too much air. Unless it's hot outside and it's needed. I mean, you know, and air is needed. But when the weather signifies that you need some heat. See, like now I'm going to sit in this sun. I'm going to sit in this sun. Ooh, see, that feel good, y'all. Sun feel good. Just watching them play. But yeah, let me tell y'all, I have a story time, y'all. Okay, so we went to the Wyndham, Days Inn, Wyndham, okay? And, you know, we check in, 2 beds, it's, you know, it's me, my guy, and my son. And we have a 2-bed room, right? I reserved the room or whatever. And, you know, first of all, when we get there, you know what I mean, the guy that was checking me in for my reservation, right? Because, you know, me and my son went over there to check it out to see how everything was before we, you know, got there and everything. And, you know, before we actually brought our stuff in there and everything. And, because we moving and stuff. And, until we were like moving around until our apartment becomes ready, you know. And so the lady, you know what, the man, he stops. It's a couple that comes in, you know, you know, indigenous like I. And, you know, the guy had like a little cigarette in his hand or whatever. And it's a short, but it's out. It's put out. So he stops in the middle of checking us in to tell him about that. So I'm like, And the guy was like, see, you mind your, it's called mind your business. Okay, so later on that evening, my guy, my son, and I, we all was leaving out to get our belongings. And, you know, at that point, it's an older lady, y'all. And I will be showing the video of her. I'll be posting her. If I can screenshot my video and I'm gonna post it, and either I'm gonna post the video. But yeah, so she was looking at me real foul, like, you know. And then the next morning, we paid for a stay for a second night. And the next morning when I checked in, I guess she worked overnight or whatever. And so when I redid it, she was already talking to somebody at the desk. She was like, we left, we come back. Then she was like, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, what are you talking about, you know? So she was referencing that I had visitors in and out my room, which was not so, you know what I'm saying? So I'm up telling the lady, I'm like, I'm correct. I'm like, no, I'm being polite. And God was testing my patience. He was testing everything because, see, at this point, I had already determined and deciphered that, okay, see, Spirit give you discernment, you know what I'm saying, to decipher any wrongdoings or whatever somebody, their motive, whatever it is that they up to, baby. And I'm so blessed and thankful for those gifts. I no longer consider them as blessings and curses. I consider them as just a blessing and a gift. Yes. No longer curses. Because what's a curse about them? You know what I'm saying? Everybody wish they had the other eye to see. But, so I'm telling the lady, I'm like, no, ma'am, you know, that's my son. You know, I'm like, that's my son and my husband. I said, so a black woman is not entitled to have a husband? And she went to say, well, you know, because, you know, at this point, as I'm trying to defend myself and talking in a regular tone at a nice time, because I know that I can go there. You know, I know that I can go there, and I know that I wanted my deposit back. So I knew how to play my cards like a book of spades, you know. And so, you know, she started, after you made an accusation about me being a lady of the night, then she wants to get in big defense and say, oh, you're yelling at me, you're screaming at me, I might have to. I'm like, ma'am, and I say, if I keep going back and forth with her, it's not going to end, it's not going to end good for me, you know. And so, you know, she just kept insinuating. So I'm like, what is wrong with these people, you know? And then as me and my son was leaving the next day, getting ready to check out, I told my son, I was like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and take my luggage downstairs and put it in the car, you know, like the big stuff, because we, you know, and started loading the car up. And so as I go down, as I'm getting ready to come back in, my son was coming out, and as I go back in, the lady had already disabled our key card, okay, and we weren't even checked out yet. We still had stuff up in the room to bring back down to the car. Now, mind you, that was just the first load. And plus, my phone and my son's phone was still in the room. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, we get how we figure this out, because we get to the room and we can't get in. And so my son goes back down and tell her to, you know, to enable the card. Instead of her enabling the card, she did not. There's a housekeeper that come in, you know, as I'm standing there waiting on him. There's a housekeeper lady, you know, that let me in the room. You know, she was nice. She was like, you leave your key in the room? Because the day before I had said left my key in the room. And so I was just standing outside waiting and whatever. And so she was polite. And mind you, when we go into these hotel rooms, I take my own cover, I take my own towels, I don't use anything of theirs. But one thing about it, I'm going to take some tissue, I'm going to take some toilet paper. Shit, baby, we wipe our ass 24/7 all day. I can't even say 24/7. But we wipe our ass constantly. Shit, we shit and piss more than 24/7 a day. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, free tissue. I ain't got to go to the store and buy no 5-pack of no 20 for no whatever pack of tissue. I ain't got to spend my money on it. Not like that. If I get a room, best believe I'm gonna take the toilet paper. I'm not leaving it there for the next person, please. But anyway, yeah. So she went to say, see, I bring my own pillow. Like I said, I bring my own pillow. We bring our own towels, everything. We don't even use anything in the hotel like that. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the covers, like I said, I bring my own cover. You know what I mean? I don't use their covers and stuff like that. And my pillows. It's just something about hotel rooms, because I used to work housekeeping, but I just prefer to have my own stuff because I feel comfortable with my own belongings.